Hey everyone, welcome back to Whiskey Trek. I'm Jackson.
I'm Natalie.
And today, it's the new year. And, we probably should have filmed during the holiday season, but you know how it goes. You get pretty busy. So, here we are now anyways. And in honor of that, we're going to start off with something really cool that I picked up on New Year's Eve. That's all right. It's fine. This is Knob Creek 21 year, if you can't read.
We graduated college that year. 21.
Yes, we did.
Not that that has anything to do with the 21. I just think when I see that number, it's a special number for me. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. As you can see, we've already opened it and had a little bit of it to celebrate the new year. And I can count on both pairs of our hands the amount of times I or someone else said, it could buy itself or it could drink itself because it's 21 years old. And it's true, but it's also just like really cool. And it comes in a pretty cool box. It's got the Knob Creek thing on the side. Yeah, it's real wood. That's cool. It's got this little hinge. It took my brother like 10 minutes to figure out how to open it. But there you go.
Wait, say oldest or middle?
Oldest. Littman.
Don't have to call him out like that.
Yeah, well, you kind of do. So. Okay. This is one of those bottles that you kind of think, well, it's probably not going to be findable. And then at the end of the year, of course, all the stores just start putting stuff out. So we'll take it. So I did. And here we are. 100 proof, 21 years old. Jim Beam distillate, of course. And I think that's all I need to say before we can just pop it on open. Okay. So we've already known about, obviously, Knob Creek 9 year is like the big shelf bottle that you can just buy for $35. Then they have the 12 year, which is a fantastic bargain at $65. They also released a 15-year variation in 2020, which was then followed up by the 18-year, which we had three batches of the 18-year come out. And then this 21-year, which initially released at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival and is now available nationwide in select retail stores. That sounded very like I was working for Jim Beam there, like
Yeah,
select retail stores. I don't know why I said it like that, but anyways, here we are.
Wait, did you get this with? You did not get this at Bethany.
Yes, I did.
For points?
Nope, just bought it.
Okay.
Just bought it. Yeah, it wasn't even on the points thing. I just snagged it up, and it was at retail, which was $250 plus tax.
Okay.
So
let's get into it.
And first off, the color, especially in the bottle, actually you kind of expect a little darker for Kentucky bourbon at 21 years old.
I was going to say
It's still a wonderful color.
Yeah, true.
But yes, I think they might have tried some tricks with the aging just to make sure that it didn't get like over oaked.
That's fair. It's a good call.
Yeah. So, all right, on the nose. Wait, cheers first? We'll never remember.
Never.
Ooh, you can just smell it all day long, huh?
I really could.
Yeah. Okay, so first off, it's got a lot of the characteristics of the 12-year, just a lot deeper. So,
Okay.
oak, super rich oak. Not like overly tannic, which is fantastic. I get this really nice like dark cherry note.
Oh, that was the first thing I was gonna say. What do you say? There's maraschino cherries and then there's
Luxardo cherries.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It kind of I could see both either.
Luxardo for sure.
Yes, but it also has a little like candy cherry and that deep dark cherry. Like I'm just getting a lot of cherry.
Mm-hmm. The more you put your nose in, the brighter it gets. And then it almost turns into like a chalky cherry, you know?
Oh, okay.
Something that actually is going to help here, and a lot of people might be surprised to know, that a 100 proof is actually going to be pretty helpful in keeping those really drying aspects at bay. Obviously, a cask strength version of this would be pretty freaking cool. However, that would probably just suck all the moisture out of your mouth immediately.
Yeah, I can like feel that already, you saying that sentence.
Yeah. So I think the 100 proof might actually help here. And it's old enough where I think the mouthfeel should hold up against all that water. All right, we can have a taste.
Okay. Okay, it loses a lot of that like lighter sugar, lighter cherry, and it goes deep down to the like the Luxardo, past that, past plum, past blackberry. Like it is. Help me out.
I think the word you're looking for is it is woody.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
It is. It is. But while hanging on to whatever fruit note is left, I can't pick what fruit I'm thinking of.
There is that fruitiness, but I don't know. You know what? I don't usually do this. I'm gonna go straight back in so I can see if I can help you out.
Okay. Grape is still too sweet. I guess we'll have to stick with woody.
I think it is just like barrel-aged Luxardo cherries. I really think that we just nailed it the first try. And sometimes there's probably an answer out there that's just escaping your mind, but I do think that that is super accurate. It is barrel-aged Luxardo. The oak is so wonderful without being overwhelming. It's actually funny, I think that if you're someone who's kind of afraid of over-oaked whiskey, I don't really think you have anything to be worried about with this. It's just fantastically done. I actually think that for how much of a flavor boom there is, that actually the mid palate is really delicate.
Really?
Yeah, I think it is. It's really delicate. Like it smacks you up front with the like that cherry and oak, and then the finish is mostly just like that oak with a little like, as you were saying, like that hint of like what is that dark fruit.
Yeah.
But right in the mid palate, I think it kind of lightens up a little bit and like takes a breath, and then it settles back in.
Yeah, that first sip, I was definitely like, wow, is this 100 proof? And then it lightened pretty quickly.
First whiskey of the day for you.
Well, okay, fine. You can say that, but I still think she feels a little higher than 100 proof, but whatever.
I think that's the oak spice, probably. Okay. I think this is like right on 100 proof. I will say I'm going to retract my statement about the mouthfeel. I actually don't think it holds up as well as I was expecting. You think something this old, even at 100 proof, is probably still going to have a fantastic mouthfeel. And it's not really exceptional mouthfeel, but the finish kind of makes up for it, right? The finish just goes on and on and on.
I can agree with that.
But there is certainly no drying, like sucking out. I can kind of feel it on the sides of my cheeks a little bit.
Yeah, I would not have thought that if you hadn't said that, but I guess I feel that.
So far, 2 sips in, or 3, whatever, it is fantastic. And if nothing else, like tasting something this old in a bourbon that's not a scotch or anything is so cool.
Yeah.
And for a lot less money than a 21-year scotch will cost you, you know?
No kitten.
I think if you're just taking really dainty little sips of something like this, then you're going to be a little underwhelmed, and it'll kind of start feeling more like the 15 or the 12. And then you're like, what all is this extra age for? But man, a big sip really takes it to another level. I think one other thing that I really appreciate about this is it sticks to the 12's flavor profile, which is a lack of nuttiness. Whereas a couple of the 18 batches kind of had this peanut buttery note going on. And nutty whiskey is not my thing. Fruity, dark, oaky whiskey is, and that's what this is 100%.
Nice.
Thoughts?
I'm sorry, you said peanut butter, and we don't have to keep this in, but I tried Screwball for the first time on New Year's Eve this year, and oh my God, peanut butter whiskey is just, whoa, sending stories to my brain right now.
Good or bad?
Not good.
Yeah. No, probably not. No. All right. Okay. Thoughts about this?
Really, really good. I completely understand the price, and I understand that this is actually not a bad price. I just and for what it's aged, I was expecting more of a mouthfeel. So while I'm so happy we own this and we get to share this with people, disappointed is a strong word. I was just a little, what's something less than disappointed? Surprised?
It didn't quite meet your expectations in 1 or 2 areas.
Yeah. And that's fine.
That's fine. I thought it would have a better mouthfeel too, and I'm a whore for mouthfeel. So I totally get it, right? That's understandable. And I do think that it knocks it down a peg. For instance, the Sagamore 9-year has 10 times a better mouthfeel than this. But
My gosh.
apples, oranges, obviously.
Kind of.
So we'll bring the Enterprise out for this. Grade?
Oh, this is tough. I gotta put it a B.
I was going B+.
Okay.
I'm going B+. The market is kind of saturated with $250 plus bourbons right now, from all sorts of different places. And all of them are, well, most of them are good for very different reasons. And I think that this at least stands apart from a lot of other things in that price bracket, mostly because of its higher age statement than almost anything else at that price. I think it's really cool, and even if you're not a Knob Creek or a Jim Beam fan, I think that you will really, really enjoy this. It needs a better mouthfeel for how high age it is, and just all $250 is hard to swallow. It was $281 with tax, so I mean that's tough, right? But I don't know. It's hard to ignore it being in your collection, right?
I know. I mean, obviously it's a talking piece, and it's one of the oldest things you have that's a bourbon.
It's the oldest bourbon I have.
Exactly. So she's already a museum piece in her own right.
Yep. All right, guys. That's going to do it from us at Whiskey Trek. We hope that you stick around and watch our other videos or like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you here next time. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.